The MasterChef semi-finals continue, and only the best 7 cooks remain.
I think I'm in the cross-section between thriving and surviving, but I think I'm pumped up and ready for the challenge.
This competition is like an ultra marathon. It's like the most intense thing that I have ever had to do.
The pressure's risen in the kitchen. You've got to be on your A game every time.
Tonight, the stakes are raised once more.
Push for time. Okay.
As they battle to cook with a legendary chef for a celebratory dinner.
Keep going fast.
120 years in the making.
I feel I'm on the set of an old spy movie now.
We have seen these cooks get better and better.
It's an enormous day in the MasterChef kitchen. 7 will become 5. It's going to be brutal. Welcome back, cooks. This is an incredibly big day. At the end of this round, 2 of you will be going home.
We want you to create a dish that is inspired by someone special. As you know, all great food comes from the heart. You have 1 hour and 45 minutes. Start cooking.
Matt, always been one to watch.
Showed his passion for Japanese flavor and precision when it comes to cooking.
This competition does something to the way your brain works. It's all I dream about, really. It's got to me.
Who's inspired you today?
This is my dad. The older I get, the more I realise that I am extremely similar to him in a lot of ways. But if I thought about what, like, the signature family meal is, my dad will cook a white fish of some kind. So the dish is steamed turbot, which I'm just curing in a little bit of kombu, smoked kipper butter sauce, some leeks, and there's a savoury kouign-amann. It's a yeasted laminated dough. I'm rolling it out with furikake, the Japanese seaweed condiment.
When turbot is undercooked, it's tough and it's unpleasant, and when it's overcooked, it's dry. Kouign-amann, this kind of French-style bread that Matt is making, is technically quite difficult to make it, chill it, and bake it in time. Okay, guys, 30 minutes gone, and this kitchen is smelling amazing. Kristen has layers and layers of flavour going through her dishes, but also buckets of skill.
There is a confidence in her that has come from her travels. There's something really wonderful about her food.
After sport on a Saturday afternoon, my dad would often be left to cook for me, and he's not like a cook at all, but he would make me sardines on toast. And it would be a can of sardines, a load of ketchup, and a processed cheese triangle, some mustard and whatever other condiments he could rumble up. So this is my grown-up version.
She's going to do pickled sardines with a smoked ricotta, a rhubarb ketchup, and a mixed onion and radish pickle, and serve it on top of a cracker. There's lots of spices going into her pickle mix, like allspice, juniper berries, thyme. It should just be a perfect balance of sweet and acidity on that fish.
So in place of the processed cheese triangle, I'm making a ricotta and smoking nuts.
I really want that ricotta to be creamy, perfectly seasoned, and have an elegant note of smoke of it.
My sons love it. It's transcended generations. My husband thinks it tastes like cat food, but it's really nice to be able to pass down something that their granddad made.
Frankie's repertoire is vast. You never know what corner of the planet she's going to cook from.
In the beginning, she was trying to do too many things on the plate, but she started to really become elegant in her presentation.
I'm under no illusions that this dish needs to, like, smash it out of the park today, because the tiniest mistake will send you home.
This is a dish dedicated to my husband, Rob. So this is a Spanish-inspired dish because we've spent a lot of time in Spain together. He proposed to me in Madrid, so it's always a special place for us. So I'm doing paella arancini with a prawn head creamy bisque, lemon zest gel, green bean puree and chorizo dust.
I really hope that Frankie nails her arancini. She's going to, first of all, make a prawn paella, and then she's going to chill it and roll it into a ball, cover it in breadcrumbs, and deep fry it. Those grains of rice need to be fully cooked.
Just trying to move these around because they don't quite fit in.
I've grown to completely adore Tony in this kitchen.
He has come back again and again with new ideas, new combinations, new skills.
This is a dish dedicated to my mum. I was an out-and-out mummy's boy growing up. Could do no wrong in her eyes. And one thing she was really good at is making a pie. So that's what I'm attempting to do. Unfortunately, I lost my mum a number of years ago. Somewhere my mum's going to be looking down on me and making sure that I absolutely nail this, because it's her reputation online as well today.
Tony's going to do an ox cheek pie with potato mash, glazed carrots, and a sauce bordelaise. People think, oh, a pie is easy. Not when you're doing two types of pastry, it isn't. So he's going to use short crust as his base of his pie, but he's going to top it with a rough puff, which has a lovely flaky texture to it. Once his beef bourguignon pie filling is made, I really hope he chills it before he puts it into the pastry, because it will melt the butter in the pastry. You'll more likely have soggy pastry. Antosh, he likes this idea of Polish food kind of inspired by another cuisine.
His food is inventive. We never quite know what we're going to get.
The step change that I've made as a cook has been monumental. I want to stay in a huge amount. The inspiration for this dish is my aunt Yagusha. When she lived in the UK, she would come over to my parents' house every Monday, and my mum would cook roast chicken. And now, whenever my aunt comes over to the UK, she always immediately orders Chinese takeaway, because it's one of the few things that doesn't quite taste as good in Poland. So I thought I'd fuse the two together.
Wow. Antosh is taking a Sunday roast chicken and introducing it to China. Pan-roasted chicken breast with chicken and carrot dumplings, sesame chicken toast, and a miso and black vinegar gravy. I am very excited about chicken and sesame toast. I hope that he's really generous with the chicken on the bread.
Sabina grew up in Bangladesh. Her food is full of heat, full of absolute joy.
Complex, layered, and very beautiful.
I want to do food for the rest of my life, and I feel very emotional because I just want to win this.
Sabina, how are you feeling?
I'm pumped up, I'm excited. I'm cooking a curry inspired by my dad. We think he's 89, but we don't really know. He might be 95 because they didn't keep track of age in those days. But he loves his fish curry. We used to just travel around Bangladesh eating different kinds of fish curry while he was traveling for research.
Tell us about the curry.
So the fish curry is actually a monkfish. I'm going to deep fry it with a kataifi pastry base. I'm doing a prawn bisque, a prawn bharta, which is leftover prawns or leftover things that you have in the house. And you make them into a mash. A moong dal, and a palau rice, and a kachumber salad.
Woo, that's a lot. Sabina's doing crispy monkfish. She's going to have a kind of dry dal, She's going to have rice and she's going to have fish wrapped in katafi pastry. I think that sauce is going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Janae has an utter knack for cooking food that everybody wants to eat.
Incredible creativity. Kind of ramps up the excitement of what could be an everyday dish.
I'm doing beef short ribs, slow cooked in lots of soy and oyster sauce, a crispy rice salad, and then I am going to serve it with an XO sauce.
Who inspired you?
My mum is the person that started my love for food. My earliest food memories are of the parties my mum used to throw with my family and friends. And she used to make this dish, which was ribs and rice. And so this dish is an honour for that memory and for her.
My mum is the most hilarious person. When she walks into a room, you absolutely know that she is there. If I am the calm in the storm, my mum is the storm.
I really hope that her beef short rib is succulent and falling apart. That XO sauce is inspired by a Hong Kong condiment, which is usually a mixture of dried fish, soy sauce, chili, and shallots. But it needs to have a good balance of sweet, savoury spice.
So push for time, but we're getting there.
You've only got 3 minutes left. You need to be plating your dishes now.
Look at those. Pretty good, I'd say.
Leaving pies in the oven till last minute. Try and really get that nice golden brown on top of them.
Now the moment of truth on the chicken breast. So I think I'm pretty happy with them.
Okay, guys, that's it. Time's up. Step away from your benches. Matt, come on up.
Inspired by his dad's love of white fish, PhD student Matt has made steamed turbot, pickled kohlrabi filled with oyster leaf, horseradish and lemon puree, baby leek with furikake, a smoked kipper sauce, and savoury kouign-amann bread.
Your turbot is beautifully cooked. Your sauce is velvety, smooth, and it has a very elegant note of smoked kipper. This is really, truly a fantastic dish.
I think that you've managed to pickle the kohlrabi beautifully. The leek, it's gorgeously soft, and I like the furikake that you've got down it. The bit that I love the most is that you've made me some bread to dip in it all.
I wanted this dish more than any of the others to be good. And I'm really proud that it was.
Communications director Kristen has made her version of her father's sardines on toast. Pink peppercorn and juniper pickled sardines, smoked ricotta, star anise and elderberry pickled radish, rhubarb, shallot and mustard seeds, served with rye crackers.
Kristen, this is so beautiful. I feel like I want to wear it on my head to Ascot. You've got really wonderful pickled sardines, vinegary Moorishness, and then the cheesiness across the bottom. This homemade ricotta is just really decadent. I think it's absolutely wonderful.
I think your crackers in the box is really, really nice. Lovely snap. The pickled shallots are wonderful. The mustard seeds are quite sweet. So it is really a balanced dish. Fantastic. Thanks, Anna.
I'm happy with the judges' feedback. Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Inspired by Spanish holidays with her husband Rob, civil servant Frankie has served king prawn paella arancini with lemon gel, pepper drop peppers, green bean puree, and a prawn bisque.
Your arancini is bursting with flavours of prawn, but for me, the texture is wrong because the rice is undercooked.
The green bean puree, I can't really taste almost anything when I go to eat it. You've made a lemon gel, it's very sweet, and there's absolutely loads of it. But I think your prawn bisque is delightful.
Feel a bit deflated. Yeah, not feeling the best.
In memory of his mum, dairy factory worker Tony is serving beef cheek pie with a rough puff pastry lid, mashed potato, carrots and cabbage, and a bordelaise sauce made with bone marrow.
I think your beef cheek is really soft, wonderfully cooked. Your mash is very, very smooth. I love your sauce, full of booze, full of bone marrow, full of depth.
I think you put a lot of work into this pie, but it looks like the mix was a bit warm when you put the lid on. It started to melt the butter in the pastry before it went in the oven, which meant that you were never going to get this beautiful, elegant pastry on top. The short pastry on the side, though, was quite nice, and it's still quite firm.
I made a stupid mistake that I've never made before, but it shows the pressures of the kitchen. Sometimes it affects your judgment.
Inspired by his aunt, corporate banking manager Antosh has combined a Sunday roast dinner with flavours of a Chinese takeaway. Roast chicken breast, served with carrot, ginger and sesame puree, chili glazed carrots, chicken and sesame toast, chicken and carrot top dumplings, and a miso and black vinegar gravy.
Your chicken is succulent and juicy. There's great flavours off your chicken toast, and I think it goes quite well with your vinegar sauce. I like that you use the carrot tops in your dumpling. Your dumpling pastry is nice and thin as well.
Your carrot puree is gorgeously ginger, bringing it back to the Chinese takeaway. You have your carrots Sunday lunchish, but then when you begin to eat it, there's that lovely chili oil. Marrying a Chinese takeaway and a British Sunday roast, it has completely worked.
That was the best feeling I've had in the MasterChef kitchen, by a country mile.
Charity consultant Sabina has been inspired by her father to make monkfish wrapped in kataifi pastry, served with a prawn bisque sauce, ghee-glazed basmati rice, mung bean dal, prawn bata mash made of prawn, onion and chili, and a kachumba salad.
Your monkfish is really beautifully cooked. There's a good ratio of your pastry on the outside. Your sauce is rich, and I think that goes very well with your monkfish. Your prawn parta, for me, I love. But the dish is too dry.
The monkfish in the pastry, it's quite dry. And then to put it on top of rice, which is very dry. And then mung bean dal, which, again, is quite dry.
My dad would have cleaned that plate. So I'm sad that the judges didn't, but I definitely think he would have.
Finally, tech program manager Janae took inspiration from her mum to cook beef short rib served with XO sauce and a side salad of crispy rice, green beans, peanuts and Thai herbs.
I think your presentation could be better, but flavour-wise, it is excellent. Beautiful, unctuous beef. Some really nice flavours from your salad. The green beans and the peanuts give great texture.
I think your XO sauce is multi-layered. Loads of really pungent, fishy funkiness. That's what XO is meant to be. Presentation-wise, yeah, it's rustic.
I feel a little bit disappointed, but I'm also happy with the overall dish that I put up.
Grace, this was a brilliant challenge. I really could feel that all of our cooks were inspired.
You could really taste the influences of so many great individuals just in the food.
We've got a decision to make. Kristen, Matt, and Antosh, dazzling dishes and superb flavors. They go through.
Absolutely.
But Sabina, Tony, Frankie, and Janae, all four had some issues on their dish.
I just feel that this passion is just in my blood now. So to leave, it would be really devastating.
The only way that I'm going to learn and push myself is by staying in this competition. So I'm really not ready to go home yet.
I'd be devastated if I went now, so I'd like to stay.
It means a lot to be in this competition, but if I do go out, the first thing I could do is start working on my diet again.
Cooks, you all did yourself and your person incredibly proud. There are only 5 places available. 2 of you will be going home. We've made a decision.
The first person going home is... Sabina.
Thank you.
Sabina, you are small but mighty.
Thank you.
And I've no doubt that your cooking is going to continue. The second person leaving us today is... Frankie.
Thank you so much.
Frankie, you've grown so much in the competition.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Miss you, Frankie.
I'm devastated, obviously, but I've had the best time, so I feel very, very lucky.
I feel really sad, but then I'm really proud of myself for having got to here.
You guys are our final 5.
I can call myself someone who made it to the final 5 of MasterChef. It is almost overwhelming to think about.
This competition just keeps throwing emotional curveballs at you. It's far beyond what I thought I'd ever achieve.
Thought I was going to be out day 1, so to be here now, I can't quite believe it. What is going on?
Whitehall in London. For over 100 years, it was home to the country's War Office for the UK's military and Secret Service operations. In these corridors of power, spies gathered intelligence shaping the fate of a nation, fighting for survival through 2 world wars. And it was these covert agents who were the inspiration for the most famous spy of all, James Bond.
I thought you'd never come.
Well, you know me. Always unpredictable.
Do you want a drink?
What do you think?
Shaken, not stirred, right?
Maybe I am predictable.
So, you think you're up to the mission?
I've ever let you down in the past.
You remember Budapest.
Well, you know what they say.
Your drink, madam?
You only live twice.
Today, the building houses a luxury hotel, Raffles London at the Old War Office. And tonight, the 5 finalists will have the honour of catering a dinner in its Michelin-starred restaurant to celebrate this London landmark's 120th anniversary. To add to the sense of occasion, the kitchen will be run by one of the world's top chefs, Mauro Colagreco. Born in Argentina, Mauro is considered a visionary and innovative force in modern gastronomy, whose dishes push culinary ambition to the limit.
Food means to provoke emotions, to share vision, to share respect for nature.
Having achieved 3 Michelin stars in France and 1 in London at his restaurant in the Old War Office, Mauro continues to push the boundaries with innovative dishes that bring vegetables and fruit to the forefront.
I am a dreamer, and still pushing yourself permit to me to keep the level very high and continues to dream.
Mauro Colagreco is all about detail, finesse, accuracy.
Who can stand the pace?
In recognition of the building being the birthplace of the British Secret Service, Mauro has designed a spy-themed menu for 7 VIP guests from the world of espionage.
Cooking for a chef of Mauro's calibre is hugely inspiring, also a little daunting.
I think throughout this whole series, my theme has been, I'll die another day. So, yeah, to get the chance to cook a sort of spy-related dish would be a lot of fun.
The contestants have 4 hours to prepare each of their dishes ready for service. Matt will be working on a starter inspired by the core espionage principles of concealment and misdirection.
The name of the dish is camouflage.
Okay.
That look like military uniform, but tastes like a forest.
Amazing, chef.
His dish is disguised as a risotto, but doesn't use rice.
Quinoa and buckwheat, they don't react the same as a risotto grain. If he overcooks the grains, well, they'll turn to mush.
The risotto needs to be very creamy, very soft. You make before a risotto?
Only with rice and never with pine nuts. I'm excited to see how this tastes.
The risotto's consistency isn't Matt's only challenge.
There's lots of big, bold flavors going on in here. Pine, lovage, mushrooms, they all have to be combined together perfectly.
The risotto is then concealed with different coloured Parmesan crumble.
As you can see, it's very similar as a camouflage.
And a smoked butter foam.
This is the finished dish, camouflage.
It looks amazing, chef, really. It doesn't even look like food. It does look like army fatigues.
Crucial to the dish's success is a technically challenging mushroom broth that will contribute to the risotto's forest flavour.
First thing I need to do is to very thinly slice all these butter mushrooms, roast them off, and then make the consommé, which is going to be how we cook the grains for the risotto. Never chopped this many mushrooms in my life.
I've seen a lot of videos on how people prep scallops, and then when you're actually doing it, it's a very different story.
Antosh is in charge of a starter that pays tribute to the International Spy Network with a dish called Global Missions.
We bring flavors of all around the world just in one dish.
Very exciting, yeah.
The complex dish has 6 different elements, including a potato, caper and samphire salad.
You have the potatoes from South America. You have the capers from Italy. You have the yuzu from Japan.
Potato foam with gram masala.
And a single Scottish Orkney scallop.
The caramelization of the scallop is what we're looking for.
Stunning.
Okay?
The scallop is turned into a secret agent by a saffron bisque and delicate strips of potato and shiso leaf to create a veil.
The scallop need to be covered practically, like a spy on the cover.
It really is hidden. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know what's under there.
Janae's responsible for the fish main, a dish called disguise and intrigue. And the key element must also become a covert agent.
So we have a very nice lobster who will be covered by a carrot veil, like a spy, be hidden during their operations.
Wow.
Lobster is a luxurious, wonderful ingredient. No chef wants to waste lobster.
It's served two different ways, as a lobster and carrot ragout and a tail.
And then we will put the lobster. It's very easy to go overcook the lobster. We cover the lobster with the carrot veil. The manipulation of the veil need to be very delicate because it's very fragile.
Once the lobster is concealed, the dish is finished with a technically challenging ginger béarnaise sauce.
You need a delicate touch when it comes to putting ginger into a béarnaise. You don't want it so fiery that then you can't taste the lobster.
Will be challenging for you.
I don't know how I'm going to create this, but it looks incredible. It looks delicious.
With no time to waste, Janae is cracking on with the first stage of her lobster cookery.
I've just noticed that Janae, she's not skewering the tails of her lobsters. And if she doesn't do that, they'll curl up. She's going to spoil the appearance of the lobster.
I can't overcook this lobster, not even for a second. So I am watching it like a hawk right now.
For just the third time in the competition, Kristen will be cooking with meat for the main.
Kristen's dish is all about the importance of aroma and the different smells that must have been so present in this building over 120 years.
Inspired by Winston Churchill's famous love of cigars, the dish's main element is coffee and whiskey marinated ribeye of beef, which is haze smoked at the point of service to emulate a cigar.
The most important is the cooking of the beef. We need to be very careful because if we burn a lot, the hay can impact the smokiness of the meat.
The beef is served with a celeriac cigar roll glazed in coffee and whiskey.
And look like the big cigar, you know, who Churchill loved it to smoke.
And a smoked hay and whiskey sauce.
Too much whiskey and it will overpower the beef, but too little whiskey, we're not going to taste it.
The most difficult in this dish, the balance, and the balance. It's a lot of layers who evoke the history of this building.
It's rather daunting cooking the main course. I'm not usually the meat cook, so big responsibility.
Well outside her comfort zone, Kristen needs to get the smoked hay and whiskey sauce on, as it will need time to build layers of flavour.
Absolutely never made sauces like this before. Never got hold of beef bones like this. Never made it at all.
It's Tony's job to finish off the meal.
You like desserts?
No, but I have a 10-year-old son and a girlfriend who absolutely adore desserts, so I make desserts for them.
Okay.
Named the ultimate spy, the dish is inspired by the Vesper Martini made famous by James Bond. The cocktail uniquely uses both vodka and gin. Mauro's version has 5 technically demanding elements: vodka marinated citrus segments, top and orange mascarpone.
We have a gin sorbet. That is probably the most difficult part of dessert. It's very difficult to freezing sorbet when you add alcohol on it.
So now with a grapefruit foam to cover completely our ice cream.
Too much gelatin can change totally the texture of the foam.
The final element will test Tony further. a lime-flavoured opaline transparent sugar tuile.
It's very, very delicate, so you must have very careful way.
Just like everything in this meal, there's an element of surprise.
Looking very nice. I think it's a lot more complicated than any dessert I've ever done in the past. So this is the grapefruit foam. We've got to get this chilled down, make sure that it's got body to it before it goes up for service.
What Tony's doing in there is science. It has to be completely precise.
Opening as the War Office in 1906, this historic building boasts 2.5 miles of corridors and housed 1,000 offices. Away from view in the basement was born one of the oldest modern intelligence organisations, the Secret Service Bureau, now known as MI6.
So this is where spies were recruited, briefed, and then they went into the field, and then hopefully they came back and debriefed the military. All the big military decisions that were made in this country were pretty much made under these roofs. I am so excited to try this dinner, linked to an espionage theme. So it'll be very interesting to see how they portray that on the plate.
An hour's prep time has gone, and Matt's mushroom broth for his forest-flavoured risotto is well underway. He's also made a start on the dish's key component, boiling the grains for the risotto.
I need to cook this buckwheat till it's tender. I'd say it's about halfway there.
But the precision required at this level is slowing him down.
Right now, I'm trying to get to 100 grams worth of these little pine needles, but like one pine needle weighs nothing. It's a fiddly job, this one.
Matt is the first out. He's got to be on time. If he's late, everybody will be delayed.
Also getting to grips with the detail required is Antosh, who's only just finished shucking the scallops needed for service.
Yeah, step one done. It was the first time I'd done them, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, not bad.
Oh, I'll take that.
But he still has 5 other garnishes to get right for his global creation, starting with a French saffron bisque.
The balance in this recipe is key.
Yes.
Okay?
But already short on time, he needs to multitask and is also prepping the Indian-inspired garam masala potato foam.
So I need to be on top of this and not forgetting about my garam masala. So I'm having the best time. I'm loving it, and I'm picking up stuff every second. I'm trying to learn as much as I can.
Don't at all relax, because before you know it, time could get away from you.
Janae's managed to get through the first stage of her lobster cooking. For the ragu, she's used the heads to make a bisque and is picking the meat from the claws.
It's a very fiddly, time-consuming job.
But she's suffered a setback with the tails.
Janae's lobster are not the best.
Yeah. Janae has not skewered her lobster tails, so they've curled up. She's now has a tricky task of trying to get them out of the shell without damaging the flesh of the lobster on the outside.
I'm just going to lay them out flat on a tray now, just to press them down a little bit, and hopefully that will help them get the right shape.
In alien territory on the meat course, Kristen is also feeling the pressure.
There's a lot of plates to spin and a little unsure of how things work all together.
She's working on her fiddly celeriac cigar garnish.
It's quite a detailed component, so it's taking a little bit of time. I have absolutely no idea what timings we've got, so I assume somebody will look at me very worried if I'm cutting it too fine.
Kristen is not the cool, calm Kristen that we often get. She needs to take a really deep breath and deliver the main course.
On pastry, Tony is faring much better. His grapefruit foam is ready for service.
I love the recipe. I'm learning techniques and stuff I'd never even contemplated before. This is fantastic.
And he's also steamed ahead with another technically demanding element.
A gin sorbet is tricky because anyone who's ever put gin in the freezer notices it doesn't freeze. So he needs to get the balance of the recipe correct because that sorbet needs to be perfectly frozen.
But by far the most challenging component is the opaline sugar tuile that tops the dish.
To be honest, chef, scares me.
Okay.
Very delicate.
Yes, to be very precise with the portions.
There's a reason why these scales go to fractions of grams, and that is because everything on this has got to be exactly perfect. Otherwise, this tuile is not going to work.
Guys, 1 hour up to the first dish will serve.
Yes, chef.
On the first course, Matt's still trying to keep up with the pace of the kitchen.
There's a lot of work to do.
But his dish won't work without the camouflage to conceal it.
I need to grate 160 grams of this cheese. I'm at 94, and I'm already sweating.
Matt's making a Parmesan crumb to go with his risotto. It is an integral part of the recipe. It has to be crunchy.
On Antosh's global missions dish, there's still an extensive to-do list.
Good.
Enough scallop flavour in there for you, chef?
Yeah. But some steps still
Yes.
for doing, so you not have a lot of time.
No, I'll be
So
working
keep
quickly.
going,
I will do.
please.
He has got so much to do. There's just raw potatoes on his bench, raw scallops on his bench. Antosh can't waste a second.
It's just a lot of things in the recipe, and it's quite tough to keep on top of a lot of it.
Janae is also struggling to keep up.
I need to push. I need to do my béarnaise.
Oh my God!
I thought
Really?
back to service.
The béarnaise is not done.
No.
Go, 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 go. You are really on the rush. I'm worried with the béarnaise because it's the most technically action in the recipe, and she even didn't start to do it.
The wheels fell off about an hour ago. There are no wheels.
On the main, having spent so long on her celeriac garnish, Kristen's under pressure to get the meat cooked.
You need to save it. Don't burn it.
I'm expecting the outside of this beef to be dark and charred and smoky with notes of coffee. This is not an easy task.
I've never cooked beef before in any way. Never used one of those, so it's all a bit new to me.
I think you need to remove it, otherwise you will burn the whole thing. We put it in the oven to push the cooking.
Kristen was supposed to grill her beef for much longer, but she's running out of time, so she had to get it in the oven.
I don't know that I am the world's best Michelin-starred chef at this point in my career, and I need to learn a lot of things.
Across the kitchen, Tony is at a crucial stage with his delicate sugar tuile.
This is the most critical part of this dish now. It's next level sugar work.
As it's ready to be baked.
You need to cook very fast.
Facts.
Because if you overcook, the texture will be totally different, and even the flavors.
I'm glued to these this again. I daren't leave these. So yeah, I am guarding this spot at the moment.
Outside, today's 7 VIP dinner guests are arriving, including Dr. Marsha Coelho-Wright, Senior Spy and the Director of Technology Futures at the UK's Intelligence, Security and Cyber Agency, GCHQ.
Being a spy, it's different every single day. It feels really meaningful to be here in the old War Office because we can trace our roots right back to this building.
Former British intelligence officer Sir Alex Younger, who served as a spy for 30 years and was one of the longest-running chiefs of MI6, a role known only by the letter C.
I'm quite well invested in the secret world. It's a pretty stressful job, but it's also incredibly fulfilling.
And critically acclaimed author Charlotte Filby, granddaughter of the infamous British intelligence officer and Soviet double agent Kim Filby.
I actually watched the first ever MasterChef in 1990 when I was 7 years old. And I have, like, absolute respect for anyone who can create inventive and lovely food for people without totally panicking.
With service fast approaching, Matt's all-important Parmesan crumble for the camouflage is still not right.
I think you didn't cook it properly.
We need a plan B.
Okay.
We need to crush with the hands.
Okay.
Because you are really under the leg.
Yeah, chef.
With the diners seated, Matt now needs to bring together all the elements to form the risotto.
Remember, need to be creamy.
Yeah, chef.
Okay?
Let's see what our starter is tonight. Wow, camouflage, lovage, pine, mushroom and cereal risotto, and a Parmesan crumble. So that sounds a real challenge.
That looks great, Matt. But so we need to play it. Go, 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 go.
It doesn't sound like it's made with rice. That's quite exciting.
You know how they're like, you use 10% of your brain? I feel like 100% of my brain is being used right now on just this.
Very well done.
Thank you, chef.
After the problems with the crumble,
So Parmesan crumble sounds very interesting.
he's about to find out if there's enough to conceal the dish.
There's so many layers and different parts of this dish. It's going to be amazing.
Service, please.
Woo!
Thank you.
We are so happy. Huh? You done?
Oh, thank you, chef. Really.
Great.
Jesus.
Go, 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 go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The colours for spies in disguise, absolutely brilliant.
Risotto, I sometimes can feel it's a little bit stodgy, but this was really delicate. I really enjoyed the crunch.
There's something about using pine nuts and all the other ingredients that are non-rice-based that's sensational.
I would never have thought of putting lovage with this, but that's a really lovely herb to add. And the contrast with the mushroom.
Got a bit of the Parmesan crumble. Could have had even more of it, but I loved it.
Everything in there has got a little bit of bite, but it still has the smooth unctuousness of a classic risotto.
He's executed it really well.
Next up is Antosh, whose final crucial job is to cook the scallops to perfection.
It's feeling tight time-wise.
Our second course is called Global Missions. It does look like it's got ingredients from all around the world there.
Getting a scallop right, it's going to be really tough because if you overcook it, it's a disaster.
Go ahead. Lime gel, left door. Potato foam.
I'm really interested to see how they pair things like garam masala and saffron bisque. Seems quite challenging, which actually pairs well with the name Global Missions because they are also challenging.
You're doing well.
No, I know. It's just really hot.
Yes, yes, yes.
Service.
More powerful.
Service.
Go.
Too much.
Go.
The scallop is hidden by this beautiful leaf, and if it tastes as good as it looks, we're in for another amazing dish.
I don't know how he managed to do the scallops like that. I'm going to be finding out. Delicious.
Every mouthful is very interesting and distinctive and individual. Garam masala and the saffron. I thought it was amazing.
All the ingredients come from literally the four corners of the globe, and they work well together.
Very beautifully cooked, plump scallop.
There's a great balance of acidity and sweetness in the dish. I think Antosh has done a great job here.
Next up is Janae,
You have your ragu.
Ragu is cooking.
who's got to cook both the lobster in the ragu as well as the tails to perfection.
All the fire is touching your lobster. Be careful, don't burn it.
So our third course is disguise and intrigue.
Go, 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 go. We don't have the time. The guys are waiting, guys.
How do you disguise a lobster tail? With a carrot veil and a pair of spectacles, maybe?
You are ready?
Yes, chef.
I'm curious as how ginger béarnaise is going to taste, because I've definitely never had that before.
Go, 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 go.
Oui, chef.
Let's go. Oh.
Never again.
The carrot veil is definitely hiding most of it, and I'm looking forward to finding out what's below.
The lobster, I thought, tasted beautiful, and all the flavours, especially the ginger béarnaise, worked together so well.
The stripiness of the carrots, the sort of ruby red of one and the sort of orange of the other, it was delicious.
It was just a dream dish.
I love the ginger béarnaise. This is really incredible.
Buckets of skill. This is a very difficult dish to execute.
Kristen is up next.
So now we're having aromas of history. Hay-smoked ribeye, black hazelnut puree, glazed celeriac roll, and coffee gel with a whiskey sauce.
We need to run, huh? Guys, we are always in the lane.
I'm a bit slow and a bit messy, chef. I apologise.
The other sauce?
Mayo and chips.
There are a lot of really big, powerful flavours here. The coffee and the whiskey and the smoke. Any one of them alone could be really overpowering.
Go. Great!
Woo! No, really appreciate it, Des. Thank you very much.
Wow. I actually feel I'm on the set of an old spy movie now. This smell is amazing. It's so nostalgic. The coffee on the beef is a genius idea. I think it worked brilliantly with this dish.
It also includes hay, which is infused in the ribeye, and it just, everything about it was joyful, and I loved it.
The most exciting thing for me is the celeriac cigar, because that really does evoke that aroma of kind of Winston Churchill.
Powerful combination of so many big, bold smells and flavours. She was utterly out of her comfort zone.
That aside, there is a huge amount of new skills that Kristen will have learned here.
Finally, it's Tony's time in the spotlight.
Fingers crossed, I've got some beautiful orpali. I'm really happy with these turned out.
Tony, go.
Yes, chef.
So our final dish is called the Ultimate Spy, Vespa Martini, orange mascarpone cream, marinated citrus.
Vespa Martini, which is what James Bond creates for his great love, Vespa Lind, who then betrays him in Casino Royale. I've had one or two Vespa Martinis, and they are deadly.
We need to go fast, very fast.
The gin sorbet, I think the alcohol content might make the sorbet melt rather quickly, so that will be risky.
Grapefruit liqueur foam. If I ever make a cocktail, I've never put that in.
Keep going fast because everything melts.
That very thin, delicate lime tweel. He can't have any shakes because it could break it, meaning that he'll have to redress the whole dish again.
carefully. Great.
Surveys.
Great job.
And you've converted me onto dessert. Thank you, Chef.
Well, when it came in, it looked like it needed diffusing. But actually, now it's been opened and revealed, it looks rather delicate rather than dangerous.
For me, this was the ultimate grand finale. It had that lovely, creamy, smooth mascarpone. It was delicious.
The gin sorbet just worked with all the citrus flavours. It was incredible.
I had to actually ask what a lime tuile was. And when I broke it and it went down into the rest of the dish, it was a great contrast all the way through.
And this was very Vespa, because it's sort of sweet, it's sour, and then in about 10 minutes, we'll be drunk and it will betray us.
I just feel he executed everything perfectly.
When we opened these boxes, there was a real sense of, which is exactly what we wanted.
I'm really impressed how they manage the pressure, the stress. I think they make a good job.
Yeah, they did.
You have given us the most memorable evening, I think, probably of my life. Any spy out there would be supremely proud of you all.
The adrenaline is pumping. What an incredible experience. You'd never forget.
These are the things I think we all dream about doing, and it lived up to it.
It was really, really tough, but I learned so much and it was just the best time.
I'm full of confidence after today. It has uplifted me.
I've got to take a lot from what I've learnt into the MasterChef kitchen, and yeah, I'm fighting to go all the way here.
They have all pulled off this fabulous celebration dinner. Mission accomplished.
Let's hope they've got more in the tank, because we've 2 more challenges for them, and we are looking for the finalists.
Next time,
Push, push, push.
it's the last of the MasterChef semi-finals.
It's game time.
I'm shaking.
And the 5 remaining contestants are pushed to their limits.
There's so much to get on with.
Let's go, 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 go. You need to move faster.
This is terrifying.
As they battle for a place in finals week.
This is just purely and simply heavenly.
My head is spinning.